he can, and he had a heck of a game, and that's why he leads by example.
Wait, what has your group shown in the last 2 games?
Resiliency, just work, belief, and we talked about it when we were down 3-0. It's just hard work, and we knew we were playing decent and just waiting for those bounces, and got a couple, and now we're going home and put ourselves in a position to get another one and
Corey, how
keep
crazy
playing.
is it going to be back in Edmonton?
I think you guys all know. You've seen it throughout the playoffs, and those fans they're amazing to play in front of. They're loud, they're passionate, they care, and we're excited to get back to Alberta.
Can you describe Connor's assist on your goal, like through your eyes, like in slow motion?
I watched him go through 3 guys and pass it over to me. I mean, I didn't even yell for it. He just saw me go in that. That's just the type of player he is.
It's a game he had tonight in the last 2, right? Facing elimination. Like, are there any words? Like, what are your words to describe it?
He puts his team on his back. When we're against the wall, he puts us on his back, and he plays. And you see why he is the best player.
How good it is for you to put one in?
It feels good. It's been a long time coming. It's fun to score goals and get wins in the playoffs. That's for sure.
What about Stu's performance tonight?
He's huge. Ever since he came back in, he's been a rock back there, and he made some big saves earlier in that hockey game. I think in the first 5 minutes, Ekblad backdoor. He's been there for us.
What was the dialogue on the bench when you saw Stu was going to have to start? He had maybe you guys wanted to spark something in your guys' own game.
Well, that's the biggest thing. You knew he was going, and once we saw that, it got our legs going, and then that huge penalty kill with the shorthanded goal. Those are big momentum for us.
What has your group shown down 0-3 when not many people believed you guys would still be playing?
Yeah, I know a lot of guys counted us out. I think, like you said, through this, we've been counted out a lot through the playoffs, regular season, whatever. But it doesn't phase the group in there. They've got a lot of belief and a lot of just enjoying every extra day, because we were counted out a long time ago, and we're still here playing hockey in June and have the opportunity. We are going back to Edmonton for Game 6, and there's a lot to smile about.
Left side, third row, Ryan.
Chris, they really started to counterpunch hard in that second period, but every time it seemed like McDavid was able to figure something out and create something. Can you just discuss, your team's pushed back, but led by him, and overall his night again?
Yeah, the biggest thing on, when a team has their push and they're aggressive, you get often, you always want to make the safe play. You don't want to give up the puck, but you do that so much. You need to be able to transport the puck. You need to get it into the offensive zone. And I don't think there's anybody better at that than Connor is. He alleviated a lot of the pressure, which kind of gave us a little breathing room out there.
Left side, second row, Derek.
Hey, Chris. You guys wanted to get, drag it back to Alberta. What are you expecting in Game 6 at home, and what's it going to take to ring the bell and bring it back here again?
First of all, we're very excited to be back in Edmonton. Obviously, the streak or the series is continuing. Another thing is just the atmosphere, being back home in front of our crowds. Like, it was a party. Like, it felt great to be out there and playing in front of our home crowd, and we wanted to do that again, something we were thinking about before the game. And, I think just putting in another hard performance like we have been, and probably 4 of the 5 games, I think we've done that. And then, Stu's been great, absolutely gave us another solid game. And then, the difference tonight, special teams. I think we're +3 tonight on the special teams goals. That's definitely helps our game.
Right side, front row, Mark.
Chris, your team has a strong belief, but a lot of teams have strong belief. When you've come off the mat as often as you guys have, when you can actually look back at tangible games like, you know, the last game and this game in Vancouver and all the times. Does it make it stronger when you have a real tangible examples of having done it?
Well, first of all, you know, I've been part of a lot of teams that have always said they had strong belief, and most of the time they don't. But with this group, they say they have strong belief. I truly believe that they do have that strong belief. Yeah, the more situations you go through where you face adversity, it just sets you up for being able to handle it in the future. And, you know, we've been through this, you know, whether it was in previous seasons, elimination games, whatever happened in the past. But this year, definitely. You know, we saw it in the LA series, Vancouver, Dallas, and now here being down 0-3 and surviving a couple of them. You know, I think it's just, guys are just having fun and playing hockey.
Right side, fourth row, Andrew.
Chris, a couple series in a row that the power play has been questioned for games 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're figuring it out. Just wondering how that's coming along as the series has progressed the last couple rounds, while the penalty kill continues to stay locked in.
Yeah, special teams are so important. We've won so many games throughout the playoffs and even regular season on special teams. Power play, penalty kill have been really good. And tonight, we have a victory tonight because of the special teams. And yeah, I think our Gully, Stewie have been doing an outstanding job. That's their departments. You know, as a whole, we always talk about it and what we need to do, but it's pretty much all on their shoulders, and they've been doing a heck of a job. And obviously, they do a heck of a job preparing our players. Now it's one thing to prepare them. Our players have done an outstanding job of going out there and executing.
We'll take a couple more. Left side, fourth row, Daniel.
Chris, what role did your goaltender play in your win tonight?
I think goaltending has a role in every game almost. Very few. You have to be pretty dominant to win a game without solid goaltending. And Stewie was good again. You know, like really good. You know, maybe not as good he was in Game 4 at home, but you know, he came up with some big saves, and they had the pressure, and you know, just things that were hitting him. You know, he was smothering up. There wasn't a second chance for them. He collecting the rebounds. You know, gives our players a lot of confidence.
Last one, right side, front row, Mike.
Chris, excuse me, you kind of touched on this earlier, but you talked about the party back in Edmonton. How crazy do you think it's going to be the next couple of days back there, biggest game in that city in almost 2 decades?
I think there'll be a lot of excitement. You know, I think there was a lot of excitement when, you know, down 0-3 in that series. And, you know, it's tough to really get into the series, you know, as a fan. But it didn't seem like they had any troubles getting into it. Now that we've kind of made this a series, you know, I think they'll enjoy it much more, and we'll, as always, enjoy playing in front of our home fans.
That's quite good, to say the least. So, no, he works hard. He does the little things. I think what sometimes kind of people don't see is how good he is in the defensive zone and how he grinds and battles. He's able to get sticks in front. So, you know, obviously he's able to get the points, but the little things that he's been doing is, to say the least, very crucial for this group.
You guys were down 0-3. What has this group shown? You guys are counted out. What has this group shown the last 2 days?
Yeah. Can never count the oil out. You know, being able to get these 2 wins are obviously crucial. You know, we got another one to get back in Edmonton, so that's our main focus right now. And you know, even though we were able to win tonight and play a pretty good game, I think we got to still find a way to elevate our game. I mean, you saw tonight how the Panthers, you know, came back. They played extremely hard, and that's the kind of team that they have. Same with us, so that's why it's such a good battle out there.
Tell us about the last 15 minutes after they make it 4-3, and just, you know, the way the team played and what's going through your mind.
Yeah, not too much is going through the mind, to be honest. You're just trying to, you know, be in the moment and make the plays when you have to. There's obviously some nerves. I think on both sides, everyone was probably feeling it. The way that we were able to play and kind of finish it out,
we were just getting pucks in deep. We were playing a very simple game, and I think that was really important for us. Even though that they got a really big goal, after that I felt like we shut it down pretty good. So that's a credit to the guys.
You're going back to your hometown. How nuts is it going to be? Is that going to be the biggest game there in your lifetime, whether to play or to watch?
I'll be able to answer that question afterwards in Edmonton, but I am very, very excited to go back home and see the family and enjoy playing in another game.
How different are you as a goalie since the reset? Like, what did that do for you?
Yeah, I would say it's a good question. Hard to say I'm the same, but I'm different. I was able to kind of learn and just get a reset, kind of refresh my mind, get a little rest in, and just really, focus on one game at a time and just doing my absolute best. And for me, just giving my team a chance to win.
You guys are now 10-1 after the third game of each series. Like, what is it about you guys figuring it out as you go along in these series?
Yeah, it seems to be that we've been able to grind it out. We've been able to go through those types of experience where we have to figure it out. Again, we put ourselves in a little bit of a hole, and we're just going to keep on digging and climb our way out.
Stuart, you made a big save against Glad early on in the game. That kind of save, does that calm you down or that pump you up?
A little bit of both, to be honest. I think being able to make that save, it's just, I think again it was at a crucial time. Being able to kind of let everyone kind of get settled down and get their feet underneath them, and I think after that we were really solid. And then obviously again in the second period made some big saves, but they got their momentum and really pushed, and you knew that they were going to do that.
They had chances 5-on-5, but it seems like the PK didn't many chances against you. What did you see from that group?
Like our PK?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. I thought we played really, really well on the PK. Again, we were able to score a goal on the PK, which is just absolutely critical, especially being that as our first goal. But yeah, I felt like we were really strong tonight. We were able to just get pucks out. We didn't really let them set up, and I think that was the key tonight.
To do that tonight?
Well, it was a total effort from everybody. Special teams obviously were great. Penalty kill, I mean, there's nothing else to really say. I mean, they've been great. Brownie scores a massive goal there to kind of settle us in, and power play got going, and Stu was great, and 5-on-5 we just did enough. So it was a total team effort, top to bottom.
Left side, third row, Ryan.
Zach, sorry if it's awkward with him sitting next to you, but can you discuss maybe that second period that Connor gave your group in pushing back and just his overall night, second 4-point night in a row here?
Yeah, obviously, he's been driving the bus, since he's got here. Before I got here, since I've been here, he's the guy who's been leading this team, and you kind of expect it from him. Obviously, you don't want to put any extra pressure, but that's what he does. I mean, he elevates his game at the most opportune times for us, and yeah, he's been great.
Right side, front row, Mark.
Zach, the series is turning a little bit here. You guys are starting to win the middle of the ice, and you're winning more than your share of battles, and your goalie's walking off as the best goalie every night. Do you see a series that's, you guys have managed to kind of swing your way a little bit?
I mean, yeah, I think hockey is simple. You can go through systems, and you can go through structure, and you can go through all of the details, but at the end of the day, it's whoever wins the most battles. That's really it. Like, most nights, if you look at the end of the game and you watch the game, it's who's winning the battles on the walls, who's winning the net front battles in front of your net, in front of their net. That's how goals are scored. And the more times you can keep the puck in the O-zone, the more chances you get. The more times you can get it out, the less chances you get. Like, it's really simple when you break it down like that.
Left side, second row, Derek.
Hey, Connor, you guys wanted to drag these guys back to Alberta. You did. What are you expecting in Game 6, and how do you continue the job? What do you guys need to do to continue it and bring it back here for Game 7?
Yeah, a lot of the things that Zach just mentioned. Keep winning battles. Keep the special teams going. That's always been our advantage with a lot of the matchups that we have, and 5-on-5. Zach said, win battles, get it out of your zone, and play in their zone. It doesn't have to be the hardest game. it's a pretty simple game when you play that way, and that's what we like. We like to play a simple, solid, workman-like game.
In that same row, Nick?
Connor, could you help me see through your eyes on two plays? Your first goal, what do you see there? What body part do you bank it in off of? And your assist on the Perry goal. Just how do you see that play unfold, and why do you think you can get through all those guys?
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much. There's still hockey to be played, but coming down that side on the goal, I've gone short side lots. I would say that I would say most people know that I looked there. And he was standing, so tried to, and Heis is always around the net, and just tried to kind of put it there, and found a way in. And then the second one, I'm in that position a lot, going back for pucks on the breakout, bringing it in the zone, and so it's something that I look at a lot. How certain guys are playing things, and Mikla's you got a really long reach, and just tried to work my way through there, and Paris did a great job of working back door.
Right side, second row, Chris.
Connor, you spent a lifetime to get a chance to get to this sort of stage. I'm just wondering what it means to you to have a chance to play the game that you're going to get to play on Friday in Edmonton.
Yeah, really excited. But I've been excited to play all these games. Right from game one, way back, 2 months ago in the playoffs. The playoffs are the most fun time of the year. Special with this group, special with that our city, our fans. They make it so fun to go on these runs, and I'm really excited to see the energy that they bring on Friday night.
Left side, fifth row, Tony.
Hi, Zach. Connor McDavid obviously talked about Connor Brown's shorthanded marker. Just maybe the evolution of being a teammate of his. Of course, he had a lot of adversity, a lot of struggles to begin the season, coming off a major injury. And now in the biggest stage, he's providing some pretty valuable minutes for you guys. Just what it means to you as a teammate to see him put up the points he has.
I mean, I've known Brownie for a long, long time. We came up into the league together. We played in the Marlies 2015-16, and then we got called up right around the same time, and then played in Toronto for a long time. So, I mean, I was one of the guys who really wanted him to come here just because I know how effective he can be. I know how good he can be. He was obviously coming off of a knee surgery and didn't get off to the greatest start, and I think a lot of people lost faith in him. But, I mean, I always knew how good he is, and I think everybody's seeing it. I think all the Oilers fans are seeing it. Like, he's been one of our best players. Just so impactful in all aspects that he plays. Like, he's been unbelievable in the PK, unbelievable 5-on-5. So, I mean, I think you're just kind of starting to see a taste of what type of player he is, and I've seen it for a long, long time. So, it's amazing that he's able to show it at the highest level. Like, you're in the Stanley Cup Finals, and he was one of our best players for the past 2 nights. So, yeah, he's been great.
We'll take 2 more. Left side, fourth row, Daniel.
Zach, I feel like you've maybe scored prettier goals in your NHL career, but what do you think of that goal being able to maybe kickstart, offense from other guys not named Connor?
Oh, I mean, I score a lot of goals from there. So a lot of the times it hits me and goes in, and Bushy seems to hit me a lot, and most of the time it doesn't go in, it just hits me. So it was nice that one went in. But yeah, I think it's every game there's going to be somebody who steps up. I really think that if you go on a run and you win a cup, you need different guys making plays on different nights, and of course, your best players have to be your best players, but you need everybody. So it doesn't matter who's scoring. It's great to score a goal, but at the end of the day, it's the team, and I think everybody's so invested in every goal that it doesn't matter who's scoring them. So it may kickstart it, it may not. It doesn't matter to me as long as we're winning.
Last one, right side, third row, JF.
Connor, I know that you're not chasing individual records, but you have now more than 40 points. Only 2 guys in the NHL were able to do that, Wayne and Mario. In a certain way, is it a little bit special for you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I seem to be getting this question a lot, which is a good thing. Anytime you're compared or in the same realm as those two, it's always a good thing. But I love playing in the playoffs. I love playing with this group, and it's not possible without everybody. As Hy's alluded to. So It's been a fun ride. We're glad it's going to go one more day, but that's all we've earned here is another day, another flight, and we'll be ready to go in Edmonton on Friday.